What's one random prayer that you weren't even serious about, but God still answered anyways? I'll go first. So the city that we live in, my husband and I, we just moved here. We've only been here for less than a year and we love it. It's everything that we want for this season of our family, but it's not a lot of Nigerians here. So things like African stores, African church, African restaurants is a luxury. We only have one African store in the entire city. And sometimes I want to eat Nigerian food. Like I'm craving maybe abula, for example. And one thing about me, if I'm craving something, my first preference is not to cook it. I want to be able to buy it. But there's no African restaurant here. Same thing with my husband. He loves Nigerian food as well. But we don't have anyone close by. So the only time we get to eat Nigerian food that we're craving these days, apart from the one that I cook at home, is when we go to Texas, Georgia, New York. So there was one day I was at work and I was craving, I can't even remember what I was craving. I was like, oh my God, like I feel like eating this right now. There's no African restaurant close by. And I remember just telling God like, oh God, I know you want us here and we love it too, but it's just heartbreaking that there's no Nigerian restaurant close by. The closest one is probably like an hour away in the other big cities. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. Like, I wish there was a Nigerian restaurant close by. It would have just made this city 10 over 10 for me. And I just, I just thought that you just bring God in. I wasn't even serious and I moved on. So that same evening, I wanted to go get something in the African store. So I drove to the only African store that we have. I did my shopping and as I was going back to my car, I just saw this man running after me. And then I turned like, hey, is everything okay? He was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you my name is Abbas and I'm a Nigerian caterer. I have a food truck that opens from Wednesday to Sunday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we have all sorts. He gave me his flyer. And if there's anything that's not even on this menu that you want, we can always cater to you. I was looking at the man like this. I'm sure that man probably thought, is she in love with me? Because I was looking at him like this. And I was like, oh my God, like, you don't even know that I was literally just talking to God about this, like 2-3 hours ago, and now here you are. I called my husband to tell him. My husband was like, are you serious? This was a Monday. Food truck opens Wednesdays to Sunday, 2 p.m. Wednesday at 2:06 p.m. I was standing like this in front of this man's truck. I called my husband. I was like, babe, it's actually real. Like, oh my God, we have a Nigerian restaurant now. And I was like, babe, what do you want? My husband was like, buy me meat pie, buy me this, buy me that. I bought it. And on my way back, I was like, wow, like God is actually such a good father. I love when God answers my big prayers, the big prayer points. He answers my random shenanigans. There's nothing that gives father behavior more than that, honestly. And God is a good God. And I believe that God is a girl dad. So tell me about that time that God still answered your random unserious prayers.